not only more affordable and with a higher quality of life, but it still provides all of the benefits that you would think you would get out of being in the fourth, soon to be third largest city in the country. The diversity of the talent, diversity of the people, the excitement to have young companies be a part of the ecosystem, to build that ecosystem. It's been transformative for the company, especially in how the government has worked with us in a way that the San Francisco government flatly refused to. We couldn't even get meetings.
So what we're trying to do now, we're trying to eliminate and decrease some of the traffic congestion that they have here by allowing ticketless drivers to pay, reserve, locate, and navigate to a parking spot on a 3D real-time location system.
That's pretty cool. I think there's a lot of not so great drivers in Houston. Just saying, you know, if you've ever been on I-45 or 59 on a busy day, I think that'd be really useful to just get traffic out of the way. Because I think that's one of the biggest problems in Houston right now is traffic. We can't get to where we're going, you know? So I think that technology would be useful.
People spend more than 10 hours a week driving on the roads. Okay? But what most of us don't really realize is that it takes so much time and money to maintain those roads and make sure they're in a good condition. The people who are responsible for maintaining those roads are typically city government or state or county. They rely on old conventional methods to make an assessment of those roads and highways. So the first step in budgeting for a project or maintaining a project is to send someone out to collect some data or information on how do the things look like out there. How does the road look like? Where are the signs located? How many trees do we have? How wide is the sidewalk, etc.?
Depends too, because Houston really just kind of started getting into the whole startup community recently as far as kind of being large scale. But when we first started the company, you really didn't hear about these types of things like Mass Challenge or ION or a lot of that. Station Houston was just getting started. So it was fairly new, and so we just decided kind of on the cost side, it's much easier to start at your house basically. Right? You have everything set up instead of going to Silicon Valley and spending thousands of dollars just rent. Just started here and see what other industries in. And then the part of it also, the cool thing is that our technology was focused around oil and gas and construction. So Houston is one of the main hubs for oil and gas and construction. So we're kind of in the perfect sweet spot for our tech.
I think Houston is growing so quickly, so fast, that I think we are on the path to be something very big.
With the navigation system, it's going to direct you to the parking spot by using the new technology. So I'm excited about that because they have different technology that's out there right now, but that's not giving you the real-time location.
That would be freaking awesome, man. Because I think 59 is terrible at any time of the day. It's getting to be like at any time of the day, you just have really bad traffic. So I'd really appreciate like a way to decongest the places more. Because making bigger freeways doesn't really solve the issue, in my opinion.
Other legal entities, you had state stuff, government stuff, and they wanted more and more personal data. And as things became, more morally gray, me and my co-founder at the time, just my colleague, were just like, we think that another industry could really use the power of data science. I think the city of Houston is going to be more of a tech center. It's so big that we're the fourth largest city, but I think we're 23rd on in venture deals, and it's kind of shocking that the city this big doesn't have the ecosystem that a Boston, San Francisco, and New York has. So what I see the ION actually bringing is this is a city that is a competitor when it comes to bringing out emerging technology, innovation. Being able to have the innovation district in the city of Houston really showcases what the city is doing, because it's not that we aren't doing, it's that we don't know what everybody else is doing. We don't have that ecosystem, that web connected yet. But the ION, to me, is going to be the center, the center of what's going to happen in the city, the center of innovation. And that, to me, says this is what Houston is able to do. And now when we put all this together, we can make more deals. We can start having more companies here. We know there's a lot of opportunity here. And now this can actually be something that is able to compete with the San Francisco or New York.
ION is about connections and mentorship, as well as providing a smart space to create smart cities. They introduce us to new possible partners. They introduce us to schools. They provide us a great environment to think and to grow. And they provide education for startups and for the journey of an entrepreneur.
On the other hand, as a parent and where I started it, I rely on my carpool community. I'm in Houston right now, my family is in Connecticut. My husband is doing all the driving and he gets alerts from GoKit. He knows where to go and when to go. So it's really, and we rely on our carpool community. If any one of us gets sick, we know we have the other parents who can help out. It is really a community tool, so it's both aspects.
We are participating in the ION Smart City Accelerator program. I suppose hoping to resolve some of the challenges the city faces in its journey to become a smart city. Not only do we have crews in the public work team who arrive with a sense of purpose and leave with a sense of achievement, but we also have, a community that knows that their tax dollars are being spent on the activities that yield the greatest value to them as a community.
We can put alert on the streets, on the board on the side of the highway, say it's like 3 feet water in front, stop going there, exit right now.
Personally, I had a couple friends in downtown, lived next to the freeway. The freeway got flooded, their houses got flooded, and almost had total losses. Couldn't exit their house, couldn't exit the neighborhood. And if that's possible with this company, to get the resources to the people in need without using the middleman, I think it's great.
What we've seen is that often, though the company may not be, and when I say company, I mean startup, though the startup may not be headquartered here, they'll often, as they're thinking about their expansion plans in the US, they'll think about opening an office here in Houston just because of the infrastructure and the resources that we've created here at IMXR. And so the goal is to just bring more talent and keep it here in the city. That's ultimately what we're trying to do.
Enrichment program. So our students, our high school students, will be exposed to STEAM, design thinking, and innovation. So that will be a 1 semester class, and the goal is for them to build models or working prototypes with the support of our ION Prototyping Lab and TXRX mentors, so they can actually develop some gadgets or anything to help solve problems in the city.
Community, innovation, purposeful.
It's exciting, it's productive, and it's very educational.
The connector to all things, all right? So I think that would be the one, connector to all things.
Real progress now.